Hi, my name is Molly Kaiser. I'm your emotion code practitioner out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And today I'm talking about something that I'm super interested in. I'm talking about astrology, and I know that some of you might not really have a feel for astrology. Maybe either you don't understand it, you aren't really interested in it, or maybe you have looked up your horoscope or looked into astrology and you've said, it just doesn't match. It's just not for me. So 3 factors are something that may have kept you from being able to dive deep into astrology or better understand who you are using such a thing as like a horoscope or predicting things through constellation alignment. So one of the things that might be a factor is who you were following, what you were looking at when you were looking at astrology. So for instance, if you just pulled up horoscope, what is my daily horoscope, and the things that it pointed out were like, you will find love today, or something terrible is going to happen, like this ominous magic 8-ball crystal ball sort of feel. That is not what astrology is. If you are following a good astrologist, if you are following somebody who is pointing out what to expect throughout the day, week, or month, what you're going to be looking for is someone who maybe will talk about things that you might be working on. They will definitely talk about a collective feel, what everybody's feeling or what everybody is going through, and then it will delve individually into your zodiac sign and tell you what to expect and maybe what you might be working on, what you might be feeling, and pitfalls to look out for. But it will not tell you exactly what's going to happen. So when you've read your astrology or your horoscope and you've gone, yeah, that didn't happen, or that's not for me, it's because you are following somebody who is trying to predict something where it won't be a prediction, it'll be a feeling. So that's one thing to look out for when you're looking for astrologists. Another thing is that might make it so that astrology doesn't line up with you, might be where you're at in your journey. So here's the thing, if you haven't been developing your personal growth, and if you haven't changed any of your personal habits or anything like that, and you feel like you're in this hamster wheel of just going round and round and round, and you don't have any self-awareness, then when you try and look into your horoscope, nothing will match. That is my personal opinion. That's not anything that's for sure, but I do believe that if you don't have that self-actualization, if you aren't aware of what it is that you're looking for, then you won't know if it's matching up or if it's something that's aligned with you. Third thing, and this is the thing that I'm going to point out and I'm going to really clarify for you today, is how much you know about astrology. So your own personal astrology, you might be just following your zodiac when you were born, and you might be like, this is who I am as a person. So for instance, my sun sign or my zodiac, the first one that you know of, mine will be Cancer. But here's the crazy thing. There are not just one sign, but there are 3 signs that you need to know about of where you're at in your astrology that will pinpoint exactly how you are, who you are, what it is that you're working on, and how you approach ideas, people, relationships, and even problems. So my with sun sign, your sun sign or your zodiac, as you most well know it, will be where you're at in the month. So it will be divided into 12 equal portions of months. Those are based on constellations in the sky. A lot of people misconstrue astronomy being correlated to astronomy astronomy and astrology, but they're not exactly the same thing. They're based on 2 different ideas. With your sun sign, it'll fall within the month, probably about 30 to 31 days apart, and you can look up your zodiac sign right away and say, what is my sign? So that will be your sun sign. Your sun sign, here's an interesting fact, your sun sign is your secret you. Your sun sign is who you are at your core, at your heart and soul. It's who you are and how you approach intimate relationships, such as friendships or personal relationships. But it is not necessarily who you are to the world. So I'm sure just about everyone knows who they are with their sun sign. If you do not, by all means, like, I welcome you to reach out to me and I can help you find what your sun sign is or what your zodiac. The interesting part, and I just found mine out within the last year, is what my rising sign is. So your rising sign is probably, as astrologists know it, the greatest emphasis on who you are, and most people are not aware of what the rising sign is. Your rising sign is actually determined by the time that you were born within the day. So you can find that with your birth certificate. You can look right on there. It'll say your date, but also your time that you were born in. Your time of birth is divided into 2-hour inquiries, and it is minutes and hours are very important in determining what your rising sign is. So your rising sign you can think of as like your mask, maybe, or you can think of it as your style, maybe like the clothing that you wear or the person that you portray. This would be who you are in business agreements. This would be who you are at work. This is be who you are to the rest of the world. But those that aren't super intimate or very close with you, that haven't been let into your inner circle, then this is going to be the portrayal that you have for the rest of the world. So for me, my portrayal for everyone else, like Cancer is who my intimate relationships are, but my rising sign is Virgo. So Virgos are very orderly. They need all their ducks in a row. They're very enthusiastic but business-like in the same manner. So this is who people see me first and foremost. People don't see me a lot of times right off the bat as being Cancer. Cancers are very nurturing. They're super emotional. They have a lot of ups and downs with emotions. So this would be rising sign. So for anyone who wants to know your rising sign, and if you aren't aware of how to find it, I invite you to contact me, message below, I need to know my rising sign, or even send me a personal message, and I'm going to be able to help you find what your rising sign is, so you know who you are and what you're going through in more of a day-to-day basis rather than on a very personal one-on-one basis. And then there's a third sign, and the third sign that you need to know about is your moon sign. So your moon sign is determined by something a little bit more different. It would be where you were born in the world. It's based kind of like on time zone and latitude and longitude. So when you're determining your moon sign is who you are in stressful situations. This is who you are when you are maybe upset, when you're emotional, when you feel like you've been compromised. It's how you react in a situation that requires you to no thought, it's all heart. So this moon sign is very interesting because with my moon sign is actually going to be Scorpio. And Scorpio are very like sting first and then later go, oh my gosh. But they're also super charismatic people. So anyone who wants to know a little bit more about this, by all means, again, reach out to me. Let me know. I'm going to be able to help you figure out what your rising sign is, what your moon sign is, and not just what your zodiac. So your zodiac or sun sign, again, is going to be who you are in a personal, intimate relationship. That's normally the one that we go with first, which is not going to be the one that's going to be the most beneficial for you to know. Your most beneficial is going to be who you are in your rising sign. Or also known as your ascendant sign. And then if you want to know your moon sign, who you are when you're emotionally compromised, who you are in super stressful situations, then I'm going to be able to tell you your moon sign. I hope this all interests you as much as it interests me. By no means am I an astrologist. I'm only a motion code practitioner, so that's where I move energetic imbalances and emotional baggage to help you proceed forward in your life. But I fully believe that being able to know where you are maybe maybe in astrology, getting to know a little bit more of you as on a deeper level, will help you proceed forward in your healing journey. I hope this all excites you as much as it excites me. And if you're interested in more information like this, by all means, click those 3 buttons at the top of the screen and turn your notifications on just to let you know whenever I am posting something. Like and follow, and you'll be able to hear more information similar to this on who you are and how you can better heal your situation. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great afternoon. Bye.